Today I want to share with you 4 ways how you can make passive income from your investments. And I do mean from your investments because of course there's a lot of ways how you can make passive income. And these things include affiliate marketing where you put a link, people click on it, and every time they purchase you make money. Or royalties from a digital product such as putting your photography online, or you create your own online course and you sell it and you make money in your sleep. So there are a lot of ways how you can make passive income, but often these things require you to have a lot of knowledge or invest time, either influence to push your affiliate links or a particular craft and skill that you can monetize, such as the case in online courses. So I don't want to focus too much on that. Instead, we want to talk about making passive income from your investments. Because a lot of people think they just invest so it grows in value over time and one day they can sell it more than they bought it for. That's essentially correct and the underlying fundamental of investing, but I think any investment should also produce a cash flow or an income that's generated so you can sustain and pay for your life expenses. Because it's great to look on a chart and see your stocks going up, but if you can't do anything with it, you can't exactly buy a holiday or a new TV from your stocks, right? So there must be a way how you can get income from your investments and live ideally of it. And if those investments pay you more than you actually need for your living expenses and you have money to reinvest, that's when we talk about financial freedom, because you have the necessary means from passive income to pay for your living expenses and have money to reinvest and further grow your wealth over time. Alright, so let's dive right in. Starting off with the most common that most people are familiar with, and that is dividends. Dividends are a great thing. That's basically when you buy stocks or ETFs and you invest in a company and they pay part of the profits that they've generated, either on a monthly, quarterly or annual basis, back to their shareholders. And that's really true passive investing, because the only thing you have to do is invest your money once and then you get paid from the company money in perpetuity every single month, quarter or year. And that feels amazing. Myself, I currently have 3 dividend stocks, that's Starbucks, Apple and BlackRock. Now they are not the highest dividend payers out there. They average around 0.75% to 2.5%. So it's not really high. There's much higher paying dividend stocks out there. There are companies out there that have increased their dividends for the last 25, even up to 50 years consistently. So that's great if you're really into this and you want to live off your dividends. But personally, I want to invest in companies that have a high growth as well. So the more a company pays out in dividends, the less they have to reinvest into the growth of the company. So I like to have a balance. Majority of my stocks don't have dividends, but those 3 do. I don't need it to pay for my living expenses, but the more I invest in them over time, that will increase. And I also invest into an ETF called VUSA, which is the Vanguard S&P 500, but the European domiciled version. And that's basically the index of the 500 largest companies in the US. And that also pays me a dividend. And that's amazing because in ETF, you invest into the market. And that's something in the future I want to do much more of and keep on investing going forward, because individually stock picking can be really, really tough. As we've seen in the last few weeks and months, it's been really going down. So I wouldn't be the one who knows exactly what stocks is going to develop how in the next 5 to 10 years. But the market, the 500 biggest companies in America, most likely over time going to go up. And they've done so over the last, I think, 50 years. It's been an average 8 to 9% growth year over year. Plus, of course, you have the benefit of a dividend. And there are 2 different ones. There's the accumulating ETF that's automatically reinvesting your dividend, or there's the distributing ETF, which is basically paying you out the dividends. And I prefer that model because then I can actually decide what I'm going to do with the dividend. Right now it's very little, so I just reinvest it myself. But over time, as my portfolio grows, that's going to become a significant amount that I'm actually going to be ending up using to pay for my day-to-day living expenses. Secondly, we have staking rewards. That's something fairly new. Not many people have actually heard about or experienced themselves, but something I'm really, really excited about, especially if you're into crypto and start investing into crypto. It's an amazing concept that basically allows you to lend out your cryptos to an institution that then borrows it to other institutions or private borrowers. And in return, you're gonna get paid a fee. Basically like interest if you would have put it in a bank account back in the old days when you actually got interest for your money, which no longer sadly exists. But now you can put your cryptos to work in a pool and automatically, you don't have to be technically advanced, you're actually gonna get money paid to you. And of course, depending on which crypto you own and which coins, there are different staking rewards. But generally speaking, it starts from anywhere to 3% per annum, all the way to 12, 14% on certain coins and even stable coins, which is amazing considering that on the US dollars, the euro, you get 0.05 or even negative interest charged if you keep your money in a bank account. So that's an amazing benefit of holding cryptocurrency, because even when the market goes down, I'm still making money basically with my cryptos. So myself, I'm actually using crypto.com for my staking, and I've done another video where I'm going to explain you how I'm using the app. But basically, to quickly show you how it works, crypto.com, it's super simple. In your crypto wallet, you have all your different coins, and once you're ready to stake them, all you have to do is go to crypto earn, and yeah, you can see already most of my cryptos are actually put to work basically to earn money from it. You can click here on the question mark where you can see what kind of earning potential you have. Also, that depends on which plan you have in crypto.com. I'm now at the Jade Indigo level, euro. So you can see my percentages if I go to Ruby or below, which basically means you stake a little bit less of their native currency, Kronos coin. You can see it goes to 6.5% on my Bitcoin, which is together with my Ethereum, my biggest holding. And yeah, I mean 6.5% is really not too shabby. That's of course annualized and it's paid to me every 7 days. The longer you lock up your crypto, the more you get. For example, you know, one term will end here in 56 days. I staked 6,500 around of Ethereum and I'm getting 6.5%. So once that term expired, all that money will go back into my wallet, and then I can do, once again, restake it or use it or spend it, whatever I want. At the same time, my staking rewards are paid to the respective wallet every 7 days, which is amazing. And you can see here, so far my total earnings are 438 euros. So that's basically free money that I made simply by staking it, that if I wouldn't have put it to work, it would be just sitting there and not generating this. So the longer it sits here and compounds interest over time, the more I will have in my crypto holdings, and I really, really enjoy it. Of course, a few weeks ago, this even used to be over 600 euros because the amount depends on the value of the crypto. Now that crypto has kind of been on the downward trend recently, it went down, but technically, you know, as crypto goes up, that amount will also go up. So you're gonna earn in that respective currency, but over time you can decide to cash out or restake. But it's an amazing tool to put your investments to work and actually get a passive income. And my plan is the more I'm gonna scale my crypto holdings over time to get an income every month from staking rewards that allows to pay for my living expenses. So I would then convert all these earnings from my staking rewards into euro and then pay my day-to-day expenses from it. So that's my goal, because then you really achieve financial independence purely from crypto. I was speaking to my friend the other day about passive income, and he told me the only source of income he has is from donating blood. But he told me it's sucking the life out of him. Next up, we have P2P lending. Now that's something fairly new that I started just recently. Basically, it's peer-to-peer lending, which basically means that you become technically a bank that lends money to other people, private people that normally wouldn't get a loan or mortgage from a bank. Myself, for example, I'm a foreigner living in a different country, so I find it very difficult to get a loan, even though my income definitely is more than enough to get one. But you know, for whatever reasons, people struggle to get that. So using such a platform, which is becoming more and more popular these days, they do pay a slightly higher interest to that particular lender, but in return, it's very easy for them to get money. The benefit for you is that you, of course, benefit from them paying a higher interest. And on average, you can get anywhere from 6 all the way to 20% interest, depending on which loan, on which quality, which country you're investing. But that's an amazing way to make money on your money. So I really started looking around. There's some great platforms up and coming out there, but one that I really particularly started liking is called Bondora, and especially their Go and Grow program, because it's super simple. I didn't want myself to go through and look at which loans, which country I'm investing, which grade, because it's very complicated and you need to spend a lot of time. So Bondora Go and Grow actually automates that process. They have people and experts that vet out which loans, the quality of the loans, etc., and kind of make it very simple for you to invest. I'm actually going to do a full video on this very soon, but in essence, you're going to be able to invest up to 1,000 euros per month into that particular program, and they invest it for you, and you're going to get 6.75% interest. Now this 6.75% is for the year, but the interest is actually paid out to you daily. And the amazing thing here is your money is not locked up. That's really good, because a lot of such platforms, you have to commit your money for 1 or 2 or 3 years in order to get the highest return. And you're not sure if you ever will see your money. If I now see things are struggling, economy is going down, with a click of a button, I can get my money out and I have it available for me. So very briefly, I can show you. It's basically called Go and Grow. You can click on it and it will load the app. And what you can see, I earned 18 cents since last day. Now, as I said, I just started recently. The monthly cap is 1,000 euros at this stage. There might increases in the future. I just invested a couple of weeks ago. I made 289, which may not seem a lot, but as I keep investing into this every single month, 1,000 euros, which is my plan, this compounding will really grow over time, and you will start seeing some really great gains. Imagine 6.75% when the stock market on average returned 8 to 9%. So it's really not too bad, and you don't have fluctuation that goes up and down, which is different to stocks, because in case you need the money, the stocks go down, you would really lose money if you sell at the bottom of the stock market, versus here you can pull out your money anytime. Of course, there's a certain risk. I mean, the company has only been operating for 10 years, but then again, 10 years in P2P lending is quite a while, so I'm really quite bullish on them. With a click of a button, I can withdraw my money over here, and really amazing tool for me to get passive income that is readily available. So basically, I almost treat it as my savings account, where I basically invest my money. I can take it out anytime, so really nice. If you're interested, I'll leave a link in the description below. You can get 5 euros if you signed up and start investing, so definitely check it out, and yet another way to get passive income on your investments. And lastly, we have cashback on your spending. Now I know that sounds a bit strange. You may say, well, that's not really passive. But then again, you do spend money, right? You have to live. You're gonna spend on groceries, on travel, on basic living expenses. We all spend money one way or the other, some more, some less. So if you do spend money, why not try to get cashback? So every time you spend money, you actually get a passive cashback, which for me, I see it as a passive income because technically I spend money and I get something back. And that money that I do get back over time accumulates, and I can then choose what I do, or reinvest or use it to spend on other things. But in a way, it is a form of passive income. And once again, I use crypto.com for that. As you can see, I really love that app, and I've been using it now for close to a year, and it's absolutely one of my favorite apps that I use every single day. And I'm gonna put a link in the description about their Visa debit card, which is amazing, and that gives you the crypto back. There's different levels. I'm currently getting 3% back on every single transaction. And as you can see, if I go here into rewards, what I get so far, a couple of referral bonus. So thanks for you who signed up using my link. And if you want to do so, please click on the description below. You're gonna get $25 if you sign up to the Ruby card or higher. As you can see, what I made from card cashback is even more than my staking reward. So I earned $543 just by using my card, and every time I do, I get cashback. And that's amazing. And for me, it's really passive because anyways, I would have spent that money. And now I really have an incentive to use my cryptocurrency card for any purchases. I've linked it to my Apple card and to my Curve card. So now whenever I make a transaction with my phone online, basically anywhere, I'm sure to get 3% cashback. And if you use a crypto.com card with your Curve card, you can get an additional 1% cashback. So you have 4%. And soon I hope to upgrade my level at crypto.com to the next one, the IC White card. And then I'm gonna get 5% cashback plus the 1% from Curve. So technically 6% cashback or passive income, which is close to P2P and close to the average return of the S&P 500. So yet another fantastic tool to increase my passive income from my investments. So my goal going forward is really to invest more into the asset classes that produce me a passive income over time. Because essentially one day I would love to live from that passive income and pay for my day-to-day expenses. And any other income I get from other sources, I can then reinvest into such investment classes. But having my daily living expenses covered by passive income, I think it's just an amazing way to live, and really something that I have for myself as a goal to reach in the near future. If you want to learn more about staking and how to use the crypto.com Visa debit card, you can check out the video over here. As always guys, I thank you so much for watching. Please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comment which is your favorite way to make passive income from your investments. Stay healthy, get wealthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.